What if I told you that some creatures still roaming our planet today witnessed the rise and fall of the dinosaurs, survived the frozen grip of the ice ages, and are still here, alive? These animals are not just remnants of the past. They are living time travelers, defying extinction for millions of years, adapting to every challenge nature has thrown their way. Now, prepare to witness the stories of 10 extraordinary survivors who have been fighting the battle for life for millions upon millions of years. Because these creatures didn't just live, they outlasted time. At number 10 on our list, we have a creature that looks as if it swam straight out of prehistory. In the deep oceans, there drifts a living time capsule, the frilled shark. For around 80 million years, this mysterious creature has roamed the seas, witnessing the fall of the dinosaurs, surviving the terror of the ice ages, and enduring countless geological changes. And yet, it's still here, alive. With its serpentine, eel-like body and 6 rows of over 300 saw-like teeth, it's considered a true evolutionary monument. Its striking resemblance to ancient fossil remains has earned it the title of a living fossil. In the pitch-black depths, it moves in eerie silence, as if it has accidentally been transported from millions of years ago into our time. And even its gaze seems to carry a message of its own. Length, typically 1.5 to 2 meters, occasionally exceeding 2 meters in rare cases. Weight, on average 20 to 30 kilograms. Habitat, found in deep waters of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, usually between 500 and 1500 meters below the surface. These dark, high-pressure zones have served as an unchanging refuge for millions of years. This species traces its origins back to the Upper Cretaceous period, around 80 million years ago, and, according to fossil evidence, has reached the present day almost unchanged. A true, undeniable living fossil. At number 9 on our list, there's a silent legend from Turkey. A creature that seems to have swum straight out of prehistory. In the ancient rivers of Anatolia, moving quietly through the currents of time, lives the Euphrates softshell turtle. This species has existed for around 100 million years, first appearing in the age of dinosaurs, and has survived to the present day without extinction. From the outside, it may seem ordinary, but beneath its surface lies the story of an ancient past. Its history flows not only through a river, but through time itself. It has a shell, but not a hard one. As its name suggests, it's soft-shelled. This unique feature allows it to maneuver easily underwater and swim with remarkable speed. Its broad snout gives it a powerful advantage in detecting scents beneath the water, even in murky conditions. Along the muddy banks of the Euphrates, it lives in silence. It can bury itself deep in the riverbed and remain motionless for hours. But when danger approaches, it disappears in the blink of an eye. Encountering it is almost like taking a journey back in time. That head emerging at the surface is the silent victory of a survival battle that has lasted millions of years. Length, adult shell length ranges from 40 to 70 centimeters, weight, typically 20 to 30 kilograms, reaching up to 40 kilograms in older individuals. Habitat, the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, across the borders of Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, in freshwater systems with calm, deep currents and muddy bottoms. This animal's lineage goes back to ancient softshell turtles, and its modern form has changed very little over millions of years. A true living fossil. At number 8 on our list, we have living proof of one of science's greatest mistakes. It was thought to be extinct, but it's still alive. Latimeria, more famously known as the coelacanth. For nearly 400 million years, this mysterious fish has glided through the ocean's depths, long believed to have vanished forever, until one was caught alive off the coast of South Africa in 1938. Scientists were stunned. It was exactly like the species they knew from fossil records, except this one was alive. The coelacanth's most striking feature is its lobed fins. These fins are considered an evolutionary bridge to the first land-dwelling vertebrates, our distant ancestors. In other words, this fish is not only a relic of the past, but also a chapter in our own evolutionary story. By day, it hides in underwater caves. By night, it slowly hunts. Its metabolism is extremely low, a key to its remarkably long lifespan. It moves as if walking through the water. A ghost from the depths of time. Length, between 1.5 and 2 meters. Weight, around 80 to 100 kilograms. Habitat, found near the Comoros Islands, Indonesia, and off the coast of South Africa, dwelling in deep caves between 200 and 700 meters, far below the reach of sunlight. This species first appeared in the fossil record 400 million years ago. It is the only surviving member of the lobe-finned fish lineage. All of its closest relatives have long since disappeared. At number 7 on our list, a creature from the dark oceans, one that looks straight out of a science fiction nightmare. In the pitch-black depths of the sea, far from human eyes, lurks a strange and elusive predator, the goblin shark. Its appearance is so bizarre, so alien, that at first glance it looks less like a fish and more like something from another world. It has an unusually long, protruding snout. But what truly sets it apart is its slingshot jaw. When it closes in on prey, its jaw suddenly shoots forward, like a living harpoon. This ability is found in no other modern fish on Earth. For this reason, the goblin shark is often called a living alien or monster of the deep. Yet behind this strange face lies 125 million years of evolutionary history. First appearing during the early Cretaceous, the age of dinosaurs, it has changed very little since. It knows how to stay hidden. It does not chase, it waits. And when the moment is right, it strikes from the shadows with deadly precision. Length, adults can reach 3 to 4 meters. Weight, between 150 and 200 kilograms. Habitat, found in deep waters off Japan, Australia, and in the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Lives at depths of 100 to 1200 meters, often evading even the cameras of scientists. Its lineage dates back to the early Cretaceous, around 125 million years ago. Among all living fossils, it is one of the most bizarre in appearance. At number 6 on our list, a creature shaped like an ancient suit of armor, and older than the dinosaurs themselves. Not every wave that reaches the shore carries traces of the past. But sometimes, a single wave delivers a living relic from 450 million years ago, the horseshoe crab. Its hard, dome-shaped shell makes it look like a natural tank. But this shape is more than just protection, it's a mark of deep evolutionary history. Its ancestors lived long before coral reefs even existed. The horseshoe-shaped carapace is the origin of its name. But look closely, this is not a true crab. In fact, it is more closely related to spiders and scorpions. Its eyes are so complex that they have inspired advances in modern technology. And its blood is blue. Unlike humans, it carries oxygen with hemocyanin instead of hemoglobin. This blue blood is still used in medical testing today, vital for detecting dangerous bacterial toxins. So, the horseshoe crab is not only a witness to the past, it is also a silent hero of modern science. Size, shell length ranges from 40 to 60 centimeters, with tail, it can reach up to 1 meter. Weight, typically 2 to 4 kilograms. Habitat: eastern coast of North America, especially the Atlantic shores of the US and the Gulf of Mexico. Lives in shallow coastal waters and comes ashore during certain times of the year to spawn. This species first appeared during the Ordovician period, around 450 million years ago, making it one of the oldest living species on Earth. At number 5 on our list, a creature that may look like a lizard, but scientifically belongs to an entirely different order, a living fossil. At first glance, it resembles a lizard, but a closer look reveals that it hails from a completely different age. This is the Tuatara, New Zealand's living treasure. Around 200 million years old as a species, the Tuatara stands alone in the reptile world. It is neither a snake nor a lizard. It is the last surviving member of an evolutionary side branch, the order Sphenodontia. One of its most fascinating features is its third eye, a light-sensitive organ on the top of its head, visible in juveniles but later covered by skin. It still plays a role in regulating the animal's biological clock and seasonal cycles. The Tuatara's metabolism is incredibly slow. This allows it to survive in low temperatures and to live a very long life. Some individuals have been known to surpass 100 years. Today, it survives only on a handful of protected islands in New Zealand. Every breath it takes carries an echo from millions of years ago. Size, usually 50 to 80 centimeters, males are larger. Weight, around 1 kilogram on average. Habitat, limited to several protected offshore islands in New Zealand. Prefers cool, rocky environments and is mostly nocturnal. This animal first appeared about 200 million years ago. It is the sole survivor of the Sphenodontia order. All of its relatives have long since vanished. At number 4 on our list, a spiral that curls back into the past, a 500-million-year-old legend of the sea. In the dark waters of the deep ocean, a delicate spiral-shaped shell drifts. And within that shell lives a creature carrying secrets from millions of years ago, the Nautilus. This mesmerizing animal has existed on Earth for around 500 million years. When it first began gliding through ancient seas, dinosaurs hadn't even appeared yet. And since then, it has survived almost unchanged, earning the title living fossil of the seas. Its coiled shell is not just an elegant shield, it is the key to its survival. With its inner chambers, the Nautilus can rise and sink in the ocean depths, much like a submarine. This gives it extraordinary control over its movements. Its eyes lack lenses, yet it can navigate in the darkness. It moves silently by jetting water from its siphon, sometimes staying perfectly still to ambush its prey. The Nautilus may appear simple, but within that simplicity lies 500 million years of evolutionary success. Every curve of its shell is an underwater echo of the past. Size, shell diameter usually ranges from 15 to 25 centimeters, but rare species can reach up to 30 centimeters, weight, around 1 to 2 kilograms. Habitat, tropical waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans, including Indonesia, the Philippines, Papua New Guinea, and the Great Barrier Reef, at depths of 100 to 500 meters. This animal's lineage stretches back to the Cambrian period, about 500 million years ago. Modern nautiluses are close relatives of the long-extinct ammonites. At number 3 on our list, a predator whose appearance leaves no doubt about its dinosaur heritage, nature's armored hunter. It rises from the mud of the past like an ancient warrior. The crocodile lived alongside the dinosaurs, witnessed their extinction, and still rules the waters today. For nearly 200 million years, this ancient creature has survived almost unchanged. It had already reached the evolutionary peak of predation, and never needed to become anything else. With bone-like armored scales, crushing jaws, and a gaze that radiates threat even in stillness, it is not just a hunter, it is a time traveler in flesh and blood. When stalking prey, it glides silently through the water, then, in a split second, unleashes all its power. Its strike is like lightning, swift, forceful, and lethal. Highly adaptable, it thrives in both fresh and saltwater. Even during nesting, it fiercely guards its territory, one of the few reptiles that actively protects its young. Today, various species inhabit tropical regions around the globe, but all share the same unspoken message: I haven't changed, because I never needed to. Size, depending on species, ranges from 2 to 7 meters. Saltwater crocodiles can grow up to 6 to 7 meters. Weight, between 500 kilograms and 1 ton. Habitat, found in Southeast Asia, Africa, Australia, and the Americas, inhabiting swamps, river deltas, and coastal waters. This animal first appeared around 200 million years ago, during the Jurassic period. Modern crocodiles are among the last surviving members of the Archosaur lineage. At number 2 on our list, it's neither huge nor terrifying. But with a survival strategy that defies expectations, it is a true master of its craft. You don't have to be strong to survive. Sometimes, the most effective way to stay alive is to play dead. The opossum is one of the few modern animals to use this rare tactic, a skill it has perfected over millions of years. For around 70 million years, this marsupial has endured, surviving long after the extinction of the dinosaurs. And it does so not with brute force, but with strategy. When danger strikes, it suddenly collapses to the ground, muscles limp, mouth open, and breathing slowed. Its body mimics a lifeless carcass, even releasing foul odors. Predators, convinced it's already dead, lose interest. When the coast is clear, the opossum quietly slips away. It also possesses a remarkable immune system, with resistance to the venom of certain snake species. Found throughout North and South America, it thrives in forests, scrublands, and even near human settlements. No matter where it roams, it remains a living emblem of ancient survival intelligence. Straight ruler size, body length 30 to 50 centimeters, tail length 25 to 40 centimeters, balance scale weight, typically 1.5 to 5 kilograms. Pushpin habitat, forests, thickets, and urban fringes across North and South America. Often nests in trees or underground burrows. This animal first appeared roughly 70 million years ago, representing a unique branch of mammals that endured the post-dinosaur world. At the very top of our list is a creature caught between leaving the water and never fully committing to land. And it's exactly this in-between existence that has kept it alive for millions of years. Imagine a fish, but one that, in addition to gills, also has lungs. When drought strikes, it can remain buried in mud for months, even years, and keep on living. This is the lungfish. For roughly 400 million years, this extraordinary survivor has thrived in both worlds, breathing air thanks to its primitive lungs, a feature that offers vital clues about the evolutionary origins of land-dwelling vertebrates. When the Amazon River dries up, other fish perish along the shore. But the lungfish buries itself deep into the mud, entering a state of suspended animation. It slows its body functions to the bare minimum, and waits patiently until the world outside comes back to life. This makes it not just a fish, but a living sculpture of survival itself. It refuses to give up the water, yet never fully claims the land. And this refusal is what has given it the power to outlast the ages. Size, depending on the species, 1 to 2 meters in length. Weight, 5 to 20 kilograms. Habitat, found in the Amazon basin, South America, Africa, and Australia, each region hosting its own species. Prefers freshwater environments that are low in oxygen and prone to seasonal drying. This animal first appeared about 400 million years ago, belonging to the group of low-fin fish, the ancient ancestors of all amphibians, reptiles, and mammals. These 10 ancient creatures didn't just survive. They endured the ages, witnessed the changing world, and they're still here among us. They remind us just how powerful life can be. And now, it's up to us to protect these time-defying survivors. Which one was your favorite? Share it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more.